Hi, Angela here, Angela Farlam. I was thinking, walking the dogs just now, about when I was a kid, when I was a young girl. My mum used to describe me as being a born worrier. And I was, I took on that label. I worried about everything. I worried about the knit nurse coming to school, having my eyes tested, taking exams. I learned somehow or other that it was important to get it right, whatever it might be, do it right. And, I set the bar so high that I set myself up for failure time and time and time again. And I was learning. I was doing the best I could back then. And panic attacks. Do you remember? You might be getting them even now. I mean, I could have worked myself into a panic attack just by talking now. But I don't need to do that anymore. You see, panic attacks are actually doing us a favour, because what they're doing, they're communicating with us, they're talking to us. It's our body's mechanism doing its job. And the only cause of anxiety, unless you've got a thyroid problem, which I've actually experienced too, is that it's a misuse of thought. It's a misunderstanding about how life works. It's a lack of understanding of the gift of thought. So, people think when they're having a panic attack that it's got nothing to do with their thinking. People often say things like, well, I was just watching TV and it just suddenly came on, or I was playing with the children, I was walking the dog. But I bet you that at some time before you had that panic attack, maybe even up to 2 hours before that, you'd had some thinking going on in your mind. You were actively worrying about something. And what happens is we start to create an imbalance in our brain, in our body. And so our body wants to wake us up to what's going on. So it releases noradrenaline, a chemical, into our bloodstream. And when this chemical's in our bloodstream, then we get all these physical symptoms. We get the sweaty palms, we get the palpitations, we get the hot flashes, we get numbness, we get tingling, we get all the symptoms of a panic attack. Now at this point, if you realised it's a shot of adrenaline going through my body, all you have to do is to sit quietly, listen to some music, read a book, just sit quietly and allow the noradrenaline to work its way through your system. And within 3 to 5 minutes, it'll have been gone. But what people tend to do is they start worrying about the symptoms and they keep getting this loop going and scare themselves silly. And it's the getting caught up in the fearful thinking that has the continuation of the symptoms. That's all it is. Once you get this understanding and realise it's actually coming from your thinking in the first place, all you have to do is to quieten down and notice, allow the process to work, knowing it's just working its way through the system. And you'll know that within 5 minutes it's gone. Whenever you realise, you go through one panic attack and allow the panic attack to run its course, and you're okay and you've survived, just knowing that begins to release the fear of the next one. And when you do have one, you know that all you have to do is to sit quietly for 5 minutes, allow the adrenaline, the chemical, to work its way through your body. It's normal. It's absolutely normal for us to experience emotional pain. It's part of being human. It's part of the ebb and flow of life. We face challenges all the time, but it's our thoughts, that creates our reality, that creates our experience moment to moment. So this, if you see your panic attack as a way of deepening your understanding about life, then you're opening yourself to insight and to experience a freedom from the old way of thinking, a freedom from the anxiety. It becomes a process of learning about you. And the more you learn, the easier life becomes. And you begin to appreciate the moments, the challenges, the ups and the downs of life. I hope this helps you in some way. If you've got any questions and you'd like to know more, just drop me a line or give me a call and we can discuss this further. Have a great day or sleep well wherever you are in the world. Bye for now.